Education opportunities. More than 45% or over 50 million people in Pakistan are illiterate. That means they are not able to read or write. So anything done on the part of the government which are conveying messages regarding education and health would not be read by these 50 million people. That means anything that is being done on behalf of the government or NGOs or any other private organization to make people aware by showing slides or by writing something on boards or by displaying some charts on the notice boards, these people will not be able to read because they are illiterate. So that means 50 million of population will not benefit from any kind of displays or visual effects where people would come to know about how to keep their health and how to maintain their hygiene and how to maintain a healthy environment in order to become useful citizens of Pakistan. Why are they illiterate? Because mainly basic education opportunities have not been made available by the state to all of its citizens. These 50 million are illiterate because the government or the state has not provided those opportunities which would lead these people to read and write, which would motivate them to read and write. So this population is in any case going to suffer all types of loss in their lives because they are unable to read and they are unable to write. So they will not be having an opportunity to express themselves or to get any information that is there, and they will be unable to read that information. At present, about one-third school-aged children in Pakistan are not enrolled in primary schools. So there are one-third of children who should be going to the primary schools. As we have already mentioned, that one-third of population of the children in Pakistan, they are underweight, and one-third school-aged children, that means that age when they should be going to the school. It can vary from 4 to 5. Some school of thought is that the children should be going to school at 4. And some people think the children should be going to school at 5. So children between 4 and 5, there is one-third of this population with the children who are aged 4 or 5 and are not going to school. That is a major number of children not going to school when they should be going to school. So that means there is a great number who are suffering due to not having those opportunities to go to school, or they are not having the motivation to go to schools, or the parents, because they are themselves uneducated and illiterate, they do not understand how can they manage the education of their children who are 4 years or 5 years old to go to school. So that will then create a big gap between those classes where the children are going to school at that age and the children who are not going to school at that age. So that is going to make a big class difference amongst people because it is not a small number, it is one-third of the population of children who are not going to school, that is the primary schools, when they should be enrolled in the schools and they should be attending the schools. So that is quite an alarming situation, which is not really very much there in the world, especially with the developing countries. Even the developing countries, the governments are taking care of the fact that the children at primary age, that is the age that they should be going to school, that is called the school-aged, the children who are supposed to go to the school at that age, whether it is 4 or 5, whatever is the consideration, they should be enrolled in schools. Whereas in Pakistan, the situation is quite alarming, as one-third school-aged children are not really enrolled in schools. So that means they might be engaged in activities which are not useful for their proper development and growth. And they are not having an understanding of what education is. Therefore, these people, when they will grow up, they will be having no understanding of education or getting themselves aware of what does it mean by education.